You know, Xbox.
Come watch us play World of Tanks Xbox.
All right, we're going to try something a little bit different today. We're going to go into detail. We released an article recently about Know Your Tanks, and I know a lot of you watching sort of know the basics about tanks, but not everybody does.
Of course. So for the new guys out there.
Right. So we're going to talk about, we have a few different, I guess you call them like classes of tanks, and they each have their own roles. And first to start, we have the light tank, which is identified as a little diamond.
Yes, the solid diamond. Oh, I should not make that symbol.
So if you're
little quick tank.
If you're wondering what the different shapes are, the light tank is the diamond, and you know they're all moving around the map. So it is the fastest tank, but it also has the weakest armor. It's used for scouting primarily.
Scouting, mostly scouting, relaying the information.
Yep. And so the trick here is you want to stay hidden and you want to keep moving because you have that speed advantage. And even if you're going like at a fast speed, especially if you're at a little bit of a distance away, it's really hard to hit those guys.
Yes, always moving.
Yeah.
A little, what was it, bob and weave, guys, bob and weave.
A little zigzag.
Yes.
We also have the medium tank, which is sort of, you know, you split the difference between the heavy tank and the light tank. I mean, the heavy tank and the light tank. I was like, wait, no,
medium.
it is the medium. Medium is in between. It's
your all around. It's your, well, I'm trying to think of an RPG class to go with this. Your fighter.
Yeah.
Let's say
maybe the druid,
your fighter,
somebody who's
the druid,
around there, the shaman.
Let's say a little mid-range. It can take a little bit more of the, you know, the brunt force, but it's not quite as armored as, say, the heavy tank, which is, you would be what, I don't know. We'll get there. It
works really well for like taking out light tanks and other mediums. It can scout a little bit, but it can also sort of, it can hit pretty decently.
Good damage. So take out some RDs, TDs in there.
And because if you focus on increased camo, a lot of times you could sneak up to the big, not the heavies quite, but like the TDs and such.
Sneak attack.
And RDs. Yeah, and you can come up behind them and circle them, and they can't really
do a whole lot, especially without those turrets. Poor TDs.
Oh, rest in peace. All right, so then we have the heavy tank, which is less confusing.
Much less confusing. It is your tank.
Yes. So you have the tank, who is the tank, and this is what I enjoy playing personally.
I'll let her take all this. I'll take the TD.
It's just sort of, it's the one that takes, it just has the glory. It's like, I'm the fighter and I'm strong. So he has like really heavy armor. He hits really hard, and he usually has the rotating turrets and can usually push through. So whenever you're like strategizing or you're trying to get like through a choke point or around a corner, this is the one that's really going to push forward and keep the momentum.
Your pusher. You don't want this guy to be hanging out in the back, camping at home base. You want him out, letting the guys scout the front lines and taking out tanks. They're your damage dealers. So
heavies. Woo.
Yes.
All right, next we have the tank destroyers,
which is the triangle.
It's like, I don't know how to do oh, there we go.
There we go.
But it's upside down triangle.
Yes.
Anyway, they hit really, really hard.
They do.
More so than a lot of the heavies and such. Their weakest points, though, are that they don't have a ton of armor on the sides and backs. And they also usually don't have a rotating turret.
Nope.
So
it makes it a little hard to catch up with a fast light tank that is circling you. They usually serve as your snipers and your support. Definitely. They are the ones that are going to hang back out towards the back, let somebody else spot for them, and then, you know, take out that tank with the last hit and just, you know, support. It's your role. Know your role.
Know your role. And last but not least, we have artillery, and it's identified as a little square.
Yes.
And it's sort of, if you're playing artillery, your first thing you're going to notice is it's pretty slow.
It is.
And it doesn't have a lot of armor, so you really just sort of want to find a nice little safe spot in the back that has sort of a good view of the map. And the best thing about these guys, though, is that they can hit tanks that they can't even see. Like, you can be looking at it, you can't see it, but as long as they pop up on your mini-map and
your arty can still help you out with that one.
Yeah.
Do some splash damage, track some tanks, make them sitting ducks for everybody else. So.
It's definitely, it's one of the main support roles, and they work best with light tanks and mediums for being able to see things.
Definitely.
All right, so other than that, as far as news goes, we have a contest, a pumpkin carving contest.
Pumpkin carving contest. Be sure that you take a picture during your process. with your gamer tag. Make sure that your gamer tag with, you know, your date is usually a good way to do it. That way we know that it's you taking it. No stealing pictures off the internet, guys. We've got a bunch of different themes. Visit the website. There's all the details. It's going until October 16th.
Right.
So be sure to go grab a pumpkin, carve us up some awesomeness, and take a picture.
Right. And first place will win 20,000 beta gold.
Yes.
Second place
no
will
grinding.
Yes. Second will get 10,000 beta gold, and third will get 5,000 beta gold.
And there's a winner. All 3 winners for each category. So 12 winners total, guys. Right. And you can submit in each category. You can only win in one.
Right. And to submit your pictures, you can check out the link on our website, worldoftanks.com/Xbox. Or, you know, there's so many different ways to get there.
There's so many different ways to get there.
World of Tank, you know,
Xbox 360 edition. And then it'll link you to the forums. There's a designated thread that says pumpkin carving submission thread. Post your photos there.
Perfect. All right, if you are watching this live, stick around. We'll be right back with some prizes, Q&A, and all sorts of other things. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can check us out live every Wednesday from 2 to 3 Pacific on twitch.tv/wargaming. So everybody stay around, and we'll see you in just a moment.
Woot woot.